Hello, Brad again with another fragrance review. This time it will be on a designer fragrance from the car manufacturer Jaguar. This one is called Jaguar Vision. I had actually purchased two of these little samples off of eBay, and the fragrance is classified as a woody aromatic and came out in 2010. Top notes: pineapple, lemon, grapefruit, and cardamom. Middle notes: patchouli, apple, and white cedar. And in the base, musk, tonka, amber, and Brazilian rosewood. So I'd like to start by saying that the reason I became interested in this particular fragrance is over at base notes, somebody had mentioned that Creed Aventus was basically not worth it because you could get the same similar smell with Jaguar Vision. And I think that conversation kind of got picked up in the Facebook and fragrance community on YouTube. So now all of a sudden everybody is really wondering, is Jaguar Vision really a cheap alternative to Creed's Aventus, which in my opinion is one of the best niche fragrances on the market right now. So I decided to check it out. My initial impression of Jaguar's Vision wasn't all that great. To me, it kind of smelled like a new car smell with like a pineapple air freshener added in there. But I have given this 3 wearings, I believe, so far, and here's pretty much what I come up with. It starts off, you do kind of get like a semi-sweet, almost candy-like pineapple with maybe some musk in there, and after that, initial smell, give it about 30 minutes to an hour, that patchouli starts to creep in. And when I say patchouli, I'm talking about that same patchouli note that you might know from fragrances like Paco Rabanne's Black XS or Ed Hardy's Born Wild. It's basically sort of like this dry, earthy patchouli note. It smells kind of cheap and synthetic to my nose, and I'm not a big fan of it. Apparently some people really like it because I do know that Black XS has a lot of love in the fragrance community. And if you look at reviews for Jaguar Vision, people do compare it with that one as well. And I do see a lot more similarities between Vision and Black XS than I do Vision and Aventus. I don't really see this as any sort of alternative to Aventus, at least not the batch that I tried. Um, but Black XS is a different story. I think Black XS is maybe more of like a clubbing scent, and I think this one is probably more versatile and more suitable for day wear, office wear, things like that. I'm not quite as sweet and club-like as Black XS. Um, so I would say that to me this one's a bit of a disappointment. Didn't really live up to the hype that people were trying to give it on base notes. Um, after after it is on your skin for maybe 3 or 4 hours, though, the patchouli note does kind of go away, and you are left with a nice base smell, which is very light, but kind of like a tonka bean amber apple smell, which is maybe one of the best stages of the fragrance, even though it is very light. So I think for the most part, no, the deal breaker on this fragrance is probably that patchouli note. If you like the patchouli note, you'll probably really like this fragrance. If you don't really like the patchouli note, you might not really care for it too much. I don't think the patchouli note in this fragrance is quite as in your face as it is in Black XS or even Ed Hardy's Born Wild. But if you're sensitive to it and don't like it, it'll probably prevent you from wanting to buy it. I think it is wearable. I'm glad I tried it out, and if I had a bottle and nothing else to wear, I would certainly continue to wear it. But I think there are better options out there than this one. Um, I do love pineapple. Riverside Drive, great fragrance. Aventus, great fragrance. Curve even is a pretty good fragrance. This one, kind of think of it kind of like Black XS, and you switch out strawberry for pineapple, kind of like that. Maybe not quite as sweet. So let's get into some scores here. Smell, I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. Find it wearable, but I don't think this is going to end up on my to-buy list. Versatility, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. I think if you do like the smell of this one, you can pretty much wear it any time. I don't really see this being inappropriate on too many occasions. I mean, it does have the fruitiness that might go well in spring and summer. Of course, you got the the patchouli, which might make it better for like the fall winter. So yeah, versatile scent. Uniqueness 7 out of 10. Um, it's for a car scent, I guess is rather unique, but overall, nothing groundbreaking and anything worth hyping. Price point, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. If you look at prices for this, you can get the full-size bottle for about $25, which is a really good price. If you like the fragrance, you're definitely getting a good value with Jaguar Vision. Projection longevity, the fragrance never really overwhelms at any point in time. Even after you first apply it, it doesn't smell real strong. It does seem to linger a while. I think it's because of the patchouli note. Kind of gives it some legs. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10 for projection longevity. More on longevity than projection. Overall, I'm going to give this one 6.5 points out of 10. Not a bad scent for a car fragrance. There are some really good car fragrances out there. This one's okay to my nose, but nothing that I'm going to recommend too highly. So there you go, guys. I hope you like my take on Jaguar Vision, and I'll talk to you guys later.